We're back with more on the WHHI News. We're going to find out about sports athletics at Hilton Head Island High School. Who better to tell us about it than Joseph.Monmonier? I said it right.
You said it right.
I have a hang-up about it. I'm sorry. Hey, what's going on?
We got a lot going on.
Okay.
First, want to talk about winter sports, where basketball and wrestling are well in the season. Actually, I think we'll be game of the week next week against Bluffton. So I'm really pleased about WHHI coming into the nest.
Love to do it. I tell you, those get so many views too, even after the fact on YouTube and stuff. So good. And I think it's really important to cover high school sports.
Yes, absolutely. We love it.
I want to back up for a sec. You're having an Oyster Roast as a fundraiser. Where is that and when?
We have an Oyster Roast scheduled for February 3rd. It's at Fish and Caligny Plaza from 4 to 8. Tickets are $55. All the proceeds will have silent auction, things like that, all kinds of fun music. All the proceeds go back to the Booster Club, which helps our athletes and coaches.
Fantastic. Do you know if the Booster Club's still looking for donations for auction items or anything?
I'm always looking for businesses to send something for us. We'd love to, yes,
okay.
Very well.
Okay, Did you want to cover anything else with winter sports before we move ahead?
Just come out and support us. Wrestling doesn't have any more home matches, but basketball has quite a few. We have Bluffton next Friday and then May River the following Friday. So we have a lot of really good, exciting community games, local, that will bring a lot of interest. So
do you find that some of the parents or students will travel to games that aren't on the island?
Yes, specifically Bluffton, May River seems to get a lot of attention from our community going there as well as coming back to the
That's got to feel good for you, for the coaches, for the students.
It's great to have a packed house. It brings a lot of energy to the kids. Playing the game, the coaches, and just the community in general, having a good, positive experience.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to look ahead now. Springtime.
Okay.
I mean, here it is. We're going into the coldest weekend in a long time, but let's talk spring.
Yeah, spring starts for the high school league, I believe January 29th.
Pretty
so
soon.
It's coming, the tryouts will start then, and games, typically lacrosse starts a little bit earlier, end of February, and usually the 1st of March is when games start.
Is lacrosse, because I don't have any children in high school or grandchildren, is that a pretty popular sport now in area high schools?
Yes, it's growing. There's a lot of growth here on Hilton Head, Bluffton High School, May River, and I believe Hilton Head Christian Academy has now started a team. So we have a lot of local teams here that are supporting lacrosse.
So here's a question. As athletic director, all of a sudden, I don't know if this was under your reins, but when you add a sport like that, you've got to go out and recruit a coach, do you not, to actually knows what they're doing to coach?
Right. We started boys volleyball and as well last year, so been in a kind of rotation of coaches. So yes, trying to find quality coaches is all, for any sport, whether it's new or old.
Is it competitive?
It's competitive, yeah. Our boys volleyball team made the playoffs. It was a combination of 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A, and they had a 16-team state championship, and they did make the playoffs. So
congratulations, 16, yes. That's fantastic. Let's talk about the whole realignment issue. If you can briefly, we got just about a minute and a half. What is this realignment? People are contesting it.
So every 2 years they have realignment. This year realignment was based on it's always based on your population. What they did is anyone that's not considered in your zone, out of zone, was multiplied by 3. So there's a lot of schools that draw their attendance from out of zone. So what had happened is it created a lot of schools were pushed up higher than what they're used to playing. So
are people saying we want to go back where we were, or some saying we want to move up? What are the contested issues?
Some contested, some didn't. Most of the contests were from private schools or charter schools. I believe there were a couple that were public schools, but most of the came from the charters, because they are different. I mean, we have to treat everyone the same, but the way their population's drawn, it is different.
Totally different, yeah.
Like a Bishop England is a Catholic school, and Catholics want to go to their school, or another Christian school that are in the league, that they draw from those. I see where that comes from. If you have a student that doesn't live in your attendance zone but has gone to school there since first grade, I mean, they do have an argument, but again, if we treat them different than Hilton Head Island High School, then
it could be a big mess. We're already out of time, but let me ask you this. When will the final decision come on the whole realignment issue?
Today is the last of the appeals, so hopefully we'll know something midweek next week. I have an idea of where we're going to be.
Sure, I bet you do. So, Joe.Monmonier, thank you so much for joining us. Athletic Director, Hilton Head Island High School. That is going to do it for this edition of the WHHI News. I'm Allie McNair. Thanks for watching. See you the next time.